Generous, sporty, and attractive, friends say 30-year-old Claire Squires was the picture of health. It was her second time running the London Marathon. Her goal, to beat her personal best time of 3 hours, 51 minutes, and to raise money for a charity called the Samaritans, where her mother has long been a volunteer. It provides support for people experiencing an emotional crisis. She set up a page on a website called Just Giving to collect donations. Her goal was to raise £800, the equivalent of $1,300.
She seemed to thrive on exercise, and her love for it, she tried to inspire other people to get involved with coming down the gym and just doing sport, well, fitness in general, which is kind of why it's so strange and so shocking, because I don't know anyone healthier or fitter than Claire.
This was the final stretch of the marathon. It's called Birdcage Walk. Claire nearly made it to the finish line that day. It's just around the bend. Flowers now mark the area where she collapsed, and she later died at the scene. The cause of her death is unknown.
Many of those in the London Marathon, like Claire, were running to raise money for charity. News of her death quickly spread online. Tens of thousands of people from around the world visited Claire's page, many leaving donations alongside messages of sympathy. The managing director of Just Giving says the hundreds Claire had hoped to raise quickly became hundreds of thousands.
The last count, we have about 60 countries, or people in 60 countries who have made gifts, from Afghanistan to Malaysia and everywhere in between. And people have really been moved, not just by the tragic circumstances of this story, but clearly by the wonderful things that people have said about her.
Her family and friends, while struggling to deal with their loss, hope that people keep giving for Claire.
I know that someone posted on Facebook the other day, let's make it 1 million, for a 1 in a million, I think it was. And I just thought, yeah, that's what we've got to do. We've got to get it to £1 million for a 1 in a million person.
Erin McLaughlin, CNN, London.